To build a special copywriting career to be proud of, you need this one thing. I'm Charles Polanski, freelance copywriter at Chuckski Productions, and I'm back with some more insight in the world of copywriting. Let's begin. Looking to build a great, lasting career in copywriting, you need one particular trait. This one attribute proves you're a true professional. This attribute will impress your clients. Strong testimonials and word-of-mouth referral business will also result. It even creates that precious, scarce resource in life called trust. What is this thing essential to copywriting? Let's travel back in time to 2001 to illustrate what this thing is. The clock is ticking. I have to get this special package to the drop-off location. I only have minutes to spare. It's another hot summer's day, over 100 degrees in Tulsa, Oklahoma. But I'm not sweating from the heat. My Ford Taurus rental car has good AC. The sweat is coming from meeting a deadline. I have to get this pack of freshly burned DVDs to FedEx before 5 p.m. Thankfully, I get to FedEx and drop off the package just in time. It will arrive tomorrow in LA. The destination is Electronic Arts Los Angeles, aka EALA. This is the LA game studio for Electronic Arts, aka EA. EALA game testers can discover showstopper bugs in our video game now. Programmers, designers, and producers can help work on the game from LA. I lived with this hard deadline for the last 6 months of 2001. Nearly every weekday, I needed to get a copy of our game out to EALA. This game was Medal of Honor Allied Assault. It was being made in Tulsa by a game company called 2015. Many of those folks later founded the multi-billion-dollar game franchise Call of Duty. But the internet was too slow in 2001. We had to physically send the latest versions of the game to EALA. EA was publishing the game and saw that it had huge potential. It was part of the Medal of Honor game franchise. Steven Spielberg helped spawn it. Spielberg had just directed the movie Saving Private Ryan. He had just created and produced the TV series Band of Brothers. The Medal of Honor games were also set in World War II. You could step into the shoes of those brave American soldiers. Have some fun and save the world from Nazis. EA poured resources into the game to help it get done and polished. Many of us at EALA came to Tulsa to help out on site. Most others had to help from 1,400 miles away in LA. Each afternoon, I had to tell everyone to stop adding changes to the game. Then I had to compile the latest version of the game. A quick game test came next to ensure it worked. I then burned the game onto multiple DVDs. Finally, I had to get it to FedEx by 5 p.m. That was priority overnight cutoff because we had to get it there first thing in the morning. The above story is a story about meeting deadlines. Meeting deadlines is that essential thing for copywriters I kept a mystery until now. Congrats on getting it to this far in the video. I've had to meet all types of deadlines over the years. That daily DVD delivery in Tulsa is just one in a long line of examples. I've dealt with writing deadlines and working at 2 newspapers. I later managed IT procurement at EALA. Every procurement request came with a deadline. I've also done IT asset management at EALA, NBC Universal, and DirecTV, to name a few. This meant numerous deadlines that came with tight production schedules. All of this experience served me well as a freelance copywriter. I am one of those people who thrive on deadlines. Nothing brings on inspiration more readily than desperation. A quote from Harry Shearer, a comedian, writer, actor, and so on. So many titles he has. And the source for that was Brainy Quote. You can find the link in the article. And Harry distills why there is nothing like having a deadline. You find a way to get things done. In copywriting, deadlines are everything. One way to ensure you never get rehired by a client is to miss a deadline. Word-of-mouth referrals or testimonials will be hard to come by. Each time you meet a deadline, your trust builds with your client. Completing something on time feels great. Honoring your promises will pump you up. Here are 3 actions to help ensure you meet all your copyright deadlines. Number 1, set clear deadlines with your clients. Make sure all deadlines are spelled out clearly in the contract and elsewhere. The contract may be general, like, the email will be delivered within 3 business days of payment. When you get the payment, send back a thank you. Also include a date and time for the deadline. Give your client deadlines for things like research material. Your time is precious, and you have other clients. Set deadlines for revisions and other details. Action number 2, track your time to see how fast you work. Learning your speed will help you set realistic deadlines. Always add extra buffer time, like an extra 33% past what you think you'll need. Over time, you'll get better at estimating time. Even sweeter, you'll get faster and better at copywriting with practice. Number 3 action, break up work into small chunks. Take any copywriting job and break it into chunks. These chunks should take no longer than 1 hour each. My process for writing LinkedIn articles has 51 steps. Here are a few. Step 1, create an article document from template. Step 5, create the headline. Step 16, run the article through readable.com. I highly recommend learning from great mentors. They'll have different story formulas and templates. Create outlines and bite-sized work chunks with their help. If you're a copywriter, you must meet your deadlines. Period. An old journalism teacher of mine had a funny way of putting it. A deadline is a deadline. If you don't cross the finish line on time, you are dead. A deadline is a deadline. Here are 3 huge reasons to meet deadlines as a copywriter. Number 1, get rehired by trusting clients. Number 2, get word-of-mouth referrals from happy clients. And number 3, get great testimonials from impressed clients. And that's it from me, Charles Polanski, freelance copywriter. I specialize in crafting words that sell for B2B SaaS and software companies. Need a resourceful, creative copywriter? Let's talk. www.chuckski.com/contact.